Joining me now is the leader of the official opposition, Pierre Poilievre. Pierre, thank you for being here today. I want to get straight to the headlines. Some big headlines. Trump calling off trade talks over the Ford government's ad campaign, of course, featuring Ronald Reagan. Now, when you first read Trump's comments on social media, what was your initial reaction?
Well, disappointment, obviously, because, of course, Mark Carney had promised that he would negotiate a win for Canada, that we would have a deal by July 21st of 2025, months ago. And of course, still no win, still no deal. And Mr. Carney's elbows have gone missing. This has forced premiers to run their own campaigns to fill the void that Mark Carney's broken promise has left behind. And I'm thinking about the workers here in Windsor who are out of a job because of Carney's failings on trade. We have the highest unemployment anywhere in Canada of any big city is right here in Windsor, 11%. These are families who don't know how they're going to pay their bills, keep their homes, live their lives. And I want them to know that Conservatives are going to fight for them every day, fight for the auto sector, fight for our auto workers, fight for Windsor.
And you're talking about Ford kind of stepping in. He did respond to Trump's comments today, saying, you know, Canada and the United States are friends, neighbors, allies. President Ronald Reagan knew that we are stronger together. God bless Canada. God bless the United States. You kind of mentioned it, but my question is, what role should provinces and territories play in shaping trade negotiations? Did Ford go too far in this case?
I think that what's happening is that premiers are filling the void that Mark Carney has left. I mean, he's broken every single promise he made about trade. Remember, he said, you know, ignore 10 years of liberal housing crisis, the liberal crime crisis, liberal immigration crisis, the liberal cost of living crisis, and vote for me because I'm the only one who can, and I quote, handle Donald Trump. And here we are 7 months later, and he hasn't handled Trump. He's backed down again and again. American tariffs on Canadian industry have doubled since Mark Carney promised to eliminate those tariffs. So I think the responsibility rests with the national government and its head, and that's the Prime Minister. And Mark Carney has broken his promise. It has been a liberal bait and switch, and Canadian workers are paying the price.
As you said, this has been going on for months and months. Carney responding today that he's ready to negotiate again with the U.S. when they're ready. But is it too late?
It's never too late. We have to fight for our country. We need to reopen access to the American market, and that's what Conservatives are fighting for. But in the meantime, there's a lot of things we can do at home. For example, let's get rid of this crazy EV mandate that's already killing auto sector jobs. That is a self-inflicted liberal wound. Banning the production of internal combustion engines. I mean, here in Windsor, people know better than anywhere. That is ridiculous. And we should get rid of the industrial carbon tax that is rendering all of our industries, steel, aluminum, autos, uncompetitive. Get rid of that tax altogether. Cut tax on work, investment, home building, and energy so that we can unlock the power of our economy. And finally, you know, with unemployment being so high, we have to get rid of the temporary foreign worker program that is displacing our young people who can't get jobs at the local Tim Hortons or Starbucks. Canadian jobs should go to Canadian workers.
Now, all of those points extremely important, not only to Canadians all over, but here in Windsor, Essex. My last question is, in light of Trump's comments, if you were in this position as Prime Minister, what are the steps you would make next moving forward?
First, I would pass the Canadian Sovereignty Act, which will make our economy strong, self-reliant, and sovereign. Here's how it will work. We will cut taxes on work, investment, energy, home building so that we can unlock the power of our domestic industries. We'll legalize and greenlight rapid construction of pipelines, mines, ports, LNG plants, so that those are all things that are Trump-proof. He can't control what we build in our own country. We will get rid of the industrial carbon tax, quickly approve projects, faster permits, and zero capital gains tax for anyone who reinvests in Canada. That will bring hundreds of billions of dollars of job-creating investment back to places like Windsor, so that when we sit down with the president, we do so with a position of strength, not the unprecedented economic weakness that Mark Carney has regrettably delivered. So my final message on that is have hope. Conservatives are going to fight for the workers of Windsor and all of Canada.
In the short term, though, how would you approach reaching out to Trump again?
Well, again, we need to do it from a position of strength. I think one of the reasons why Mr. Trump wanted to have Carney as prime minister is because Carney's so weak and he can bulldoze over him, which he's been doing now for the last 6 months. You need to be in a strong position, make it clear that Canada is able to stand on its own 2 feet and that we have other markets we can reach in addition to buying from ourselves. And with that strength, I believe we can negotiate a good deal for Canada.
Okay, Mr. Poilievre, thank you for joining us. Thank you for your insight, and you're always welcome, of course, here in Windsor.
It's great to be back. Thank you very much.